Today we're going to make vegetarian empanadas. This is Morningstar Farms types of vegetable protein or crumbles. We're going to use 10 dough for pastries, about a half cup of sofrito goya, 2 tablespoons of sazon, 1 tablespoon of pink Himalayan salt, ground black pepper to taste, 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, about a cup of organic vegetable broth. We'll need a dough press. I have about 8 sprigs of culantro that I chopped up, diced it, along with 6 fresh cloves of garlic. I cooked them down. This is what it looks like. I have to wait for it to cool down. I'll show you how I press out the dough, and we'll get them rocking and rolling. All right, our next step is to stretch out the pastry dough. You want to make it thin. You don't want to make it transparent, but you don't want to make it thin. And I roll mine out just big enough to fit in my empanada press, my dough press. And I normally use a rolling pin, but to show you that you can be diversified, think differently, out of the box, maybe into the bottle. I'm using this wine bottle to roll out the dough. I always sanitize my counter first, put some wax paper on there, flour the wax paper so that the dough doesn't stick to the wax paper. Now I roll it out. I use pressure as I'm rolling. I roll it 2 ways, north and south, east and west. Susan was the one who taught me how to do this. I'll be back after I finish rolling these. Okay, in order to seal an empanada, you have to wet the edges. This scallop feature on a dough press will seal it up. The reason you want to seal it is normally these are cooked in oil and you don't want the oil to get inside of them. Today we're going to bake them in order to keep with our healthy theme. Texture vegetable protein empanadas. Coming up, I'll show you what they look like when I'm done with the tray. I've wet the edges and placed the filling. I press the first one together, open it up. I'll place it on another plate and continue to produce them. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so I preheated my oven to 350 degrees. Loaded my empanadas on the tray. I blew one of them up, trying to hurry. That's what happens when you get in a hurry. I'm going to take some butter spray, spray them just lightly so they'll crisp up. I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Just put them in 350 degrees. They'll be ready in no time. Here's the end product. The shells are nice and crispy. They're ready to eat after they cool down.